We move on now to two former governors joining the program. Both are Republican, but both have completely different views on how the presumptive Republican nominee will get the economy back on track. First, we think from the never Trump wing of the party would be the former New Jersey Governor Christie Todd Whitman, who's here with us in the studio. Welcome, by the way. Thank you. It's always good to see you.
Good to be here.
Now, Susan was talking about Donald Trump bringing in new supporters or new fans. What would he have to do to convince someone like you in his own party who has been skeptical, right?
No, he can't convince me because there's so much more to it than that. I mean, if you just look at the jobs in and of itself, this is someone that has taken 4 companies through bankruptcy and cost a lot of people their jobs. Has he created jobs when he built those buildings? Yes. But he's also cost people jobs. Now, he'll say it was a good business move, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about real people losing their ability to support themselves. He's been fined for having brought in illegal immigrants to work at some of his places. So if you start to get behind the numbers, I agree. I think this is going to be a very good number for him. I think he is, because people are voting. If they don't have jobs, it doesn't matter what the stock market does. That's not what they're concerned about.
This is deep, it sounds like, and almost personal for you. I mean, take somebody like Paul Ryan, who's the Speaker of the House. He did, I guess, come around, right? I mean, he was skeptical, and now he says he's going to, if not use the word endorse, certainly vote for Donald Trump, so he's now a Trump supporter. He came around, and you say you can't? There's no way? I mean,
no, because what I object to is his method of appealing to voters, which is unleashing passions that you don't put back in the box. He's demonizing entire groups of people by just their ethnic background. The way he's gone after the judge in California, because the judge has Mexican heritage. It's just, that's not the temperament we want. His approach to foreign policy, which is to keep everybody guessing, that's not what we need in the destabilized world.
The other side, by the way, is pretty rough, too. Did you see those protesters last night out of California?
I think that's inexcusable. There's no question about it. And frankly, if you're against Donald Trump, you're playing right into his hands by doing that. So there's no excuse for that. Even if you say, well, Trump started it because he tacitly encouraged it at his early rallies, that doesn't make it right to do what's been happening. And that just has got to stop. And the police have got to intervene sooner.
As I said earlier, the Clinton campaign spoke out against it. And I believe it was John Podesta who put out something earlier on social media against it. What does someone like you do? I mean, you're a Republican, right? You're inclined to support.
Well, I call myself an Eisenhower Republican, which is not sort of reflected in the party.
Is that one of those, the party left me type of thing?
Really, it's changed a great deal.
So where are you now? I mean,
for November, well, for this primary, I am still going to vote because I think it's very important that people who still have primaries ahead of them, and if they like Donald Trump, fine, vote for him. That's what you should do. If you don't like him, though, don't stay away from the polls, because it's an opportunity to at least let the leadership and the candidate know you're not with him on the way he approaches issues. So what will you do? You do have you're still a New Jersey resident, right? So you'll vote on Tuesday in New Jersey. And I mean, Donald Trump is the presumptive nominee, so it doesn't. Yes, but I still
really.
I'm going to vote for.
What will you do then?
I'll vote for Kasich.
Okay, because he's on the ballot.
Because he's on the ballot, so is Cruz.
More importantly, what will you do in November?
Now, that remains to be seen. I can write in, and that's something I would do. I don't want 4 more years of the Obama administration. Now, whether Hillary Clinton will actually do that or not, I don't know. She says she will.
Who would you write in? I mean, just as
I would, again, probably write in Kasich, because I want someone who's at least been exposed to the process that people have seen.
You wouldn't support a third-party person, or?
Who knows? It depends on who that third-party person is. Under the
scenario,
like
Gary Johnson,
though,
as a libertarian, that's not up your alley.
No, I know Gary, and we were governors together, and I would have to see if he's changed his position on some things, but he's pretty way out there.
But then a Bill Kristol candidate like this guy, David French, they're talking about.
You know, it's interesting. I don't know enough about him to say I would, so it's really too early to decide that. But the interesting thing about maybe supporting a third-party candidate, and everybody says, oh, that depends on which side you're on. It's taking away from your side. But actually, if a third candidate got into the race and would take enough electoral votes so that nobody gets to 270, it goes to the House, and we might get a much better result from the House than for the choices we have now.
That's the goal, right? I don't know. Okay. Well, no way you vote for Trump, just to be clear. Not zero chance.
No.
Christie Todd Whitman, former Republican governor of the state of New Jersey.